Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the White Belt MMA podcast. And today's gonna be a little different. We got my boy Eazy from Woodward Sports, and he's over there actually covering the big fight, Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley. And I've been telling him, off camera, I'm proud of this dude, because I remember a couple months ago we'll be talking about the fights and everything like that, and then and in a matter of a couple of months, we saw my man Eazy over there asking questions to Tyron, Jake Paul, the whole team, Agent McKee. So, my man Eazy, how you doing?
Good, man. It's been a crazy ride. I guess like in terms of like just the upgrade or like moving on up, man, is like and more to you, but everyone else, like just keep fucking grinding and don't give up on yourself.
No,
For
yeah,
real.
100%, dude. So, dude, like, tell us a little bit how this whole came about, dude. So, you're working at Woodward Sports. Like, how did they come up to you and be like, "Yo, we're gonna send you over for the Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley fight"? Because let's be honest, dude. The fight world, every eye's on that. So, tell us a little bit about how that came about, my dude.
So I actually kind of like same thing, man. I mean, I did it myself.
Yeah.
Um, I went, I found out how to apply for the credentials. I applied for them under Woodward Sports, and I may have, I may have, I didn't lie. I just used our like, complete numbers, not just our MMA numbers. I was like,
Mhm.
here's what we do weekly. Let me come here and cover, this fight for you because like I could provide this type of coverage for you. And I do it all the time. It's nothing like out of the normal. But it's the first time they're like, come through. And
No,
so
yeah.
and then I had to come through. I'm here. My bosses were like, I told them like, hey, it's fucking like they said, yeah, I'm going. And they're like, well, let's sit down, let's talk about it, and like, just make sure you do all your stuff. I'm like, no, I'm going. I was like, this is what I've been wanting to do. Like, this is what I want to do. I don't, yeah, and like to anyone out there, like, don't, it's for real. Like, don't stop, man. I had a conversation with the Schmo today, and he's same type of situation. I'm saying he was with an outlet before too, and then he ventured off on his own. And I'm not saying I'm venturing off on my own. Woodward Sports is still my home, but my goal is to cover MMA and truthfully all sports. If I can, it is a lot of work for sure. As I learned this weekend, that's the one thing I learned for sure too is Oscar Willis from MMA Junkie works his ass off. I'm not MMA Junkie. I apologize. Mac Life,
Mhm.
fucking hustler, man. And Mac Life is one of those top tier things for MMA and combat sports because of it. And I just keep learning these types of things as it goes on. But yeah, man, I went and applied myself and Geo, man, because I can't afford to be flying across the country here. You might have to represent us on the East Coast.
Okay, who knows? The UFC fight cards in New York, it's a couple hours away, so I could probably go. You know what I mean? Get
You
the
know what
low
I'm
drive
saying?
in there. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then
Yeah.
to everyone before we keep on going, to everyone a little backstory to Eazy and the Schmo. A couple months ago, you know what I mean? We're in a little pod. I was on Easy's channel, and then Eazy was calling out the Schmo for a jiu-jitsu match. You know what I mean? And we kept Easy kept pushing. And then, like I told him a couple hours ago, I'm like, it's crazy how life works, right? Because it's just a matter a couple months ago, me, Easy, and Baby Hulk, and a few other people. We were just chatting the shit. You know what I mean? We're just shooting the shit.
Yeah.
And then I know we're like a couple months, you got Easy and Schmo taking pictures together, doing an interview. So, dude, add on a little bit to that. So, how did the whole interaction with the Schmo happen? You know what I mean? Like, you see him, you gave him the little side eyes. You're like, man.
I had to size him up real quick.
Uh-huh.
So I approached him. It was actually right after right after a little scuffle or chaos there at the press conference. And Tyron had relocated to like the Schmo's corner of the room. So, obviously I went over there and I seen Schmo and I called him by his first name. And I said, Dave. He said, he's like, are you Easy? Are you the guy who's been calling me out? And I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't in the most friendly terms, you know what I'm saying? I was like, well, yeah, I was following the footsteps of you because you called out Ariel. And we kind of discussed that whole situation. And I'm not gonna lie, that first day it was like an edgy interaction, but then today during breakfast and media scrum with the coaches, man, me and Schmo was kicking it, man, because I love football, and he's a Chicago Bears fan. I'm a fan of the Detroit Lions, so there's a lot of conversation to be had there in that realm. The NFC North rivals, And once we connected on that plane, and Helen joined the conversation as well, we started talking some WWE. I don't call the Schmo the homie, but he's a cool dude. Dave's definitely a cool dude.
Yeah, no,
And I've always admired him from afar too. It was never like real beef, It was just trying to get where I'm at right now.
Yeah, no, I mean, like you said, it was, it was just, fun and games, but at the same time, it's like you're following in his footsteps. He was calling out Ariel, next to that, he got, notoriety off of that. But then at the same time, it's like, I think, I was watching an interview with the Schmo. Like he also said, it's like Schmo in a way, is an inspiration for all of us content creators. Because the thing is, he did it a little differently. He created his own path. Normally you got like the typical, get a couple of jobs here and there, and then hopefully get a network job. But the Schmo, he did it all himself. So like, for him to, say that thing at the end of the video that, you did with him, saying that like, hey, consistency is key, making videos, over and over, making sure you're like in the public eye. It was awesome. But did you at least, push him a little bit for a jiu-jitsu match though? Like, we'll be talking or nothing yet, nothing yet.
No, when we took our photo, I'm way out of shape, by the way. I'm not in jiu-jitsu shape when I was coming off the Schmo before. I'll admit that for sure. But when we took our photo, I was like, let's do a face-off. Let's let that be the photo, And you don't want no smoke. No, I'm playing. Let me start before I start some real shit.
Next thing you know, you see the Schmo just walk behind you. He's like, what you say, bro?
he just preferred like a regular photo. But let's give people what they want, man. Like let's do the face-off one. But it is what it is. He's a really cool dude. And like I said, he's an inspiration regardless, just because what he's done for himself, by himself. And he's proof that it could happen, And I hope I could be the same thing to other people as well.
No, 100%, bro. I mean, and dude, like, you not only saw the Schmo, but then you saw one of my favorites. Dude. I mean, guessing everyone that watches MMA, like their favorite is Ariel Helwani, dude. I saw him in your stories here and there, dude. Tell me the first interaction with Ariel, dude. So the fact that you got him to say "Eazy, baby" too. Now you gotta add him to the intro and stuff. So how did that come about, dude?
So I'm headed to the press conference, and I realized I'm like a half hour late, and I was like, I'm like fucking up. So anyway, I slide through in the hallway, and there's Ariel chilling there with his mask. He's doing like another interview, and I was like, I'm not gonna lie, there's like 3 people in my life who like really made me nervous, like superstar wise, since I've started doing this. And was like, one, the very first interview with Kevin Lee, the beginning of it was like weird. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm talking to Kevin Lee. Mm-hmm. And then 2, there's some local guys in my city, Tom Mazaway is like a guy I look up to in the industry. He's not even really like a big name. He's just, I don't know why, I've always like enjoyed his stuff. And then Ariel Helwani. It was, so I kept it brief, because the photos and the videos that we took weren't the greatest. And like normally I would have asked like, let's do another one, but like I felt gracious enough to even like be in the Hawaii's the GOAT, bro. Let's keep it, let's keep it a buck. He's the GOAT of this shit. You know what I'm saying? He's commentating this fight for a reason. He's getting the one-on-ones with Jake and Tyron for a reason. He's number 1 at this. And so I was a little nervous around the first time around. And I just asked him. But on the way down on the elevator, got the contact information. We will see Ariel Helwani on the Speakeasy podcast.
Oh, okay.
At some point. Yeah.
Okay.
That's going down for sure.
Here we go. And I saw you also complimenting the shoes too, dog. You know what I mean?
Ariel swaggy, bro. Yeah. He has some nice ass shoes. I don't know what they were. I'm not a shoe guy. I think he called them SB Dunks or something.
No, but I saw him. I saw, like you said though, he's got some fashion sense. I know a lot of people like to joke on him, say that he wears the same old collared shirt, but at the same time, it's those shoes are fire. But dude, besides that though, dude, like you got the best view of the altercation what happened yesterday at the press conference, right? Between Woodley's mom and Jake's team. So like, tell us a little bit about that, because the thing is, like, I was watching your interview with Coach Flores, Jake Paul's coach, and he was saying that there was a knife involved, and I didn't see that in the video, and I was just like, it must have been more than what we saw. So tell us about like how that all happened.
That was fucking like, bro, for this to be my first experience to be out covering like a event, like the things that have happened to me has been fucking, it's surreal. I sit down at the press conference. There's no assigned seating. You kind of sit like wherever. And next thing you know, Jake Paul's mom sits next to me. She's like, "Can I sit right here?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, Shotty was good." And I said, "Yeah, And so she sat down, and then here comes Mama Woodley, sits next to her. I'm like, "Thought what?" like this is where you want to be, like in the room during this press conference, you know? So I asked him real quick. I took a photo, and then Tyron said something about Jake's team being cheerleaders, and one of Jake's teammates was in front of us. D-Cut is his name, and he's kept making like little comments like this isn't high school, it's not like elementary school type stuff. And Mama Woodley's she G, you know what I'm saying? She was spitting back, and it was nothing like out of pocket or out of terms, you know what I'm saying? But I will say this, don't go back and forth with someone's mother, man. That's not especially a trained professional fighter such as Tyron, the chosen one Woodley, who not just throws the hands, he throws the legs, knees, elbows, and he can choke you out too. Like it's just not the one to do it with, man.
Yeah.
And go ahead, were you gonna say something?
No, you keep on going, bro. I mean, yeah.
Things escalated from there. Mama Woodley just was kind of having it. She said, "Stop talking to me." He kept replying every time she had something to say, and then Tyron's sister is really the one who set everything off. Because like I said, it was a little harmless back and forth, but Tyron's sister went over there, and as you saw in the video, I'm sure, got in my man's face, and she's like, "I'll beat the shit out of you right now," blah blah blah. And I don't think he knew at the time. He was like, "There's a lot of orange in this room."
Yeah.
One of Tyron's team members was standing right behind him, and it's like, from sparring a little bit too, like it's the shots you don't see that hurt the most. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He could have had his clock clean. He definitely could have got his clock clean, man.
Yeah, because he was looking down at the dude too. He was like right behind him, everything like that. I'm like, damn, man, this is some scary stuff. I mean, I'm like, Easy's right in the middle of this, dog. Like he must have been a little scared too. Like, bro, I would have. Yeah.
When I got scared was when the body started to like move around, and I was trying to grab Mama Woodley, but I was also scared to even touch her because of like I didn't want me to get confused with one of Jake Paul's team and then me get clocked. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, Mom, because I don't want her in there either, because these are fucking big humans. You know what I'm saying? Like the security guards and whatnot. And there was no knife. I think what happened, if you watch my video, he takes off his watch. And it's obviously shiny, looks metal, and it was like near his waist. So it may have looked like that to someone else, or someone may have just been talking shit. There was no knife because there was police and there. If there was a knife, I wouldn't have seen him in the hallway and fist bumped him this morning. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't a knife, but things did get chaotic, and I was down to get punched in the face for the content. I was in there. You see me on all the videos, my big ass, and they're like,
no, yeah. I was about to just say that to you. I was like, I've been watching like the Mac Live, seeing like the open workouts, and I just see you there with your little phone. You're just there like, yo, just speaking of the content. And then dude, fucking you at the press conference, and yeah, dude, like I've been telling you, dude, I'm freaking proud of you, dog. So what's on tax for tomorrow? Like the weigh-ins, or I know the fight's on Sunday, so I'm assuming the weigh-ins are tomorrow. Yeah. I'm assuming,
yeah. So weigh-ins are tomorrow at 1. One of these hotels in Cleveland. We've been bouncing around like every single hotel downtown. It feels like first time I ever went to a Hilton in my life. It's nice as that. It's really nice. So tomorrow's a weigh-ins. That's the game plan there. I emailed to see if I get a one-on-one with Jake and or Tyron. So hopefully that goes through, because I did get a response and it was a maybe, which is better than no. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully that goes down. And then, like, luckily enough, the fight's on Sunday, so we still get to watch Kevin Lee tomorrow night.
Yeah,
and Barboza and stuff like that. But Kevin Lee Rodriguez, that's the fight to watch in my opinion.
No, yeah. And then you also got the Ultimate Fighter finale in there too. You got like
yes, sir.
2 fights. So hey,
I missed the whole season 2, by the way.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Was it good?
Dude, it was good. It was good. It was. I mean, I'll be honest. When I heard the return of the Ultimate Fighter and I saw that they were both, Ortega and Volkanovski were the coaches, I'm like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, yeah, but they made fun of it. I mean, it was good. Good couple of episodes. It wasn't like Rampage or Rashad Evans back in the day, but it was good comeback season. I mean, let's be honest. We all wanted to see Colby and Jorge be the coaches for the Ultimate Fighter. Dude, that would have been awesome.
How does that not happen, bro? I mean, I guess because Colby wants to fight for a title, but still.
Yeah, but dude, speaking of Jorge, how about that? How about Jake Paul and the Jorge Masvidal stuff, dude? I'm over here. So I'm like, Jake was talking, dude. It's.
And I don't know if it's like in terms of him like selling a fight, or like, here's the one thing I'm kind of confused about. Like in my interactions with Jake so far, and like just watching him in other interviews and stuff like that, he seems like just as you think he'd be, like just kind of like free with the flow, like do whatever I want, I'm rich and like blah blah blah.
Mhm.
But speaking to BJ Flores this morning, he's a very calculated human being, you know, and we forget that he does have these other side businesses and stuff like that. And like, I don't want to say like that part of it's a show or maybe it's just calculation. Cause like, think about it, that'd be a huge fight. Jorge and Jake, I mean, Tyron and Jake's huge. Like that would be even bigger, you know?
Yeah.
That's the BMF champ. And they have like the little backstory of them like training together and stuff like that for a little bit too there. So like, actually got to talk to Malky Kawa today. I put on my YouTube like just before you and I hopped on the Zoom call.
Oh, I'm about to watch it right now. Maybe actually, I'm about to watch it right after, dude. Because the thing is, I've been watching every video you've been posting, dog. You know what I mean?
Yes, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy because I forget. Like I'm trying to pump it out and you know get the content out there, but I also forget to tell my boys that like, yo, watch my shit because I got the same shit now. You know what I'm saying? Like, come support the homie. You know?
Yeah, freaking Speak Easy Sports, the new Mac Life, the new MMA junkie dudes. They don't got anything on my boy in it, but dude. But yeah, dude, like I told you, proud of you. But dude, it's one of those things. It's like, are you gonna be able to go to the fight on Sunday or?
Bruh, it's so crazy. So like, I think so. I don't know for sure because I heard some conversations today, but it wasn't in regards to me. Everything that I says like I'm in. So, but I heard conversation with someone who wasn't in, and I'm hoping I'm not in that same camp. I wasn't gonna ask because I didn't want to like put myself on there, but
yeah,
we in that thing. I'll be in that thing for sure. I guarantee you that. Whether it's I'm supposed to be or not.
No, yeah.
Like I don't let shit stop you. No,
no, 100%, dog. But dude, like it's like I said, it's like the fact that you're just even there and like you got in like all that content. You got an interview with AJ McGee, which bro. I'm gonna keep asking you about all these people you're getting interviews with. Tell us about that. The $1 Million Man, dog. So like, you know, he just beat Patricio Pitbull. So, you know, and he seemed like a really, really cool dude. So like, you know, how'd you come up to, you know, getting an interview with him and yeah.
So he was chilling out. So he's in Anthony Taylor. He's in Anthony Taylor's camp. That's where he trained MMA at with his Antonio McKee. And so they're kicking it. And it came through and I congratulated him on the $1 million. And like, we kind of just having a conversation. I said the same thing with Jake Paul's mom too, and because like I'll sit there and I'll talk to these people just to have like normal conversations, but I don't record it. It just feels so awkward to put like a phone or a camera in someone's face because like it's just not a conversation. You don't get like the truthful like takes and stuff like that when you do that kind of stuff, you know. So I have to get better at doing that. Is pulling out the camera when I have these conversations, and luckily enough with AJ, I was like, I gotta pull out the camera, bro. I can't just like talk to you and not like document some of the stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah. I mean, it still I went like real conversational, like how I usually like to do my interviews anyway. So that was dope. And AJ is a really cool guy. I don't think he realizes how much of a superstar he is. Like it's weird, like he does, but he doesn't let it affect or change him. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I think we spoke about that in the interview. He was talking about how he was like with his boy and you know, it made his day. He's like, I'm still your boy. Like, what do you mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like back from college. And you know, and I had a real deep conversation with his father, Antonio McKee. He's a real one. And safe to say, if I'm in Cali, we got the invite. We can slide through.
You better go through, get a little training session, maybe even the sparring session with Agent McKee. Who knows, bro?
Definitely get my ass beat, but hey, it'd be good content.
Good content, dog. Good time.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be like, you know, be sharing it all over the place. But
yeah, you know what's crazy? I look at him because he's featherweight, right?
Yeah, he's featherweight. Yeah, and then he's like also talking about like going up to lightweight and take Patricio's second belt, which will be insane.
Bro, he's fucking like I felt like he was like bigger than me. It's like weird. Like, how the fuck is he? Like, this guy would destroy me. Like, he's taller than me. He's not small. Like, it was weird, man. He's a beast.
Yeah, wait, because he probably. What do you think he probably walks around at like 170, 180?
Because he has to. Because I knew he was featherweight, but I literally had to check with you because like standing next to him and like talking to him, like he doesn't look like a fucking featherweight, bro. He's a big boy.
He's a big dude. I mean, do you think he'll ever make the transition into the the UFC stage, or you think Bellator would do everything in their power to keep him under the roster? Because dude, he's on fire. Like he's got everyone talking about him.
Yeah, man, it's like it's tough because like the conversation. So this is part of the conversation that him and I had before the camera came on was that like he's gonna chase the bag either way, just because like he understands through his father that like tomorrow's not promised in this game. You can get hurt and stuff like that, and it could all be over. So whoever's offering the money, but and I'm not gonna say unfortunately, but because we want to see him fight Volkanovski. You know what I'm saying? We want to see that one. or even like Holloway, or like there's just so many
Yeah.
Ortega, like
Yeah. So
bro,
many
him and
fights.
Ortega, yeah, you know what I'm
Did
saying?
you
But like,
did you hear like that was I forgot what interview it was, but apparently like him and Ortega had like a little session like a couple years back. Like they had like a little training session. I don't know if it was a sparring session or if it was like a jujitsu role, but like just insane. Like the amount of like fighters he's got like interacted with throughout his life. Rampage was apparently like in his life, like at an
yeah,
early age and
he's
everything
real
like
tight with
that.
his dad. Yeah,
Yeah, it's insane,
yeah,
bro. Yeah.
yeah. No, AJ's a real cool dude. And what the hell was I even talking about originally? I don't remember. But
How about
oh, him.
like
Oh,
yeah. Mhm.
sorry, him jumping to UFC. Sounds like he's gonna stay Bellator just because they get more like sponsorship freedom. Like he's
Mm.
a big fan of Snickers, and like so he says he wants to stick around for them. And then also technically his contract is up with Bellator, but as a champion, there's like a three fight clause you have to fulfill to stay
Mhm.
champ and whatnot. So it sounds like he's gonna be in Bellator for at least 3 more fights. But from his words, whoever's got the bag.
No, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it is prize fighting, right? So whoever gives you the biggest bag gets the rights to AG McKee. So yeah, dude. You know, any other peeps that
Yeah.
like you've seen in here and there, like here and there, like you just someone like you probably never expected that's gonna be at this press conference or be at like this whole event with Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley. Like, is there someone that you saw that you're like, oh crap, I did not expect you to see you here?
Oh, 1 second. Sounds like a turkey walking by.
I know, right?
They're gone. You got a turkey was just murdered
I
live
know,
on
right?
Zoom. Anyone that I didn't expect to see, I truthfully like because it is a boxing event,
Yeah.
and a lot of people don't portray Jake Paul as like real boxer and stuff like that, and like which whatever feel however you want to feel. I really didn't expect to see Schmo here.
Mm.
Like I did, but I didn't. And then someone else who I knew was going to be here, but was like a crazy interaction with because he is a huge star across over the pond was Tommy Fury. Got
Mm.
to speak with Tommy. He had his it's Easy Baby drop for me now too, so that was pretty cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Tommy Fury. I'm trying to think. It's been going by in a blur too, though, man. Because at the same time I'm working, so it's like
No,
I
yeah.
gotta get this stuff in. I have to hurry up and then send it off to work and like or put it up on my page if they're not posting it.
Mm.
You know, no one as of yet, but I have a feeling tomorrow I'm gonna try to get in with Stipe and see if
Yeah.
I get some conversations with him and
Okay.
fight night. You already know, man. The who's gonna be there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
definitely get some interviews there too.
Yeah. Well, dude, that's actually like a question that can actually came into my mind, especially with Sunday, right? In front of crowds. This is Jake Paul's first fight in front of crowds because all of his other fights, I mean, he's had his team and everything like that, but like not like a sold out stadium. So do you think
Yeah.
it's going to affect him in any way? Or, just what do you think?
No, not really, man. This kid's an entertainer. Like
Yeah.
watching his open workout, watching open workouts. My assessment of it was, damn, Tyron's like there's levels. It's like Tyron's a different level of athlete than Jake is. But
Mm.
and with Jake's workout, it was more just entertaining the crowd. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
He didn't even hit pads. He was just like, shadow boxing, and he started dancing with his team. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you've seen it or not. It's
No, yeah.
he's built for like that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? He's an entertainer. I honestly don't think the crowd's gonna affect him. I think what might affect him though is if he doesn't have Woodley out of there within the first 2 or 3 rounds, because we haven't seen him that deep yet, and not with a competitor or anyone with a power like Woodley either. So it's he's got his work cut out for him, man. I think this is the ultimate test for him as well. Like if we continue to see the social media boxing going on too, but at the same time, I feel like boxing wants to carry on as well because every boxer on this card is making the most money they've ever made in their career.
Mm.
And it's because of Jake Paul.
Mm.
You know,
No, yeah. No, yeah, definitely. So we will see. I mean, I don't know if you can make any predictions because you're over there, but I'm gonna have to ask you, dog. What do you think's gonna
yeah.
go down on Sunday?
Um, I don't fucking know, bro. Like this Jake Paul's camp has got me convinced that he's like gonna win a little bit.
Mm.
But I just like from what I've seen out of Tyron, like on during the open workouts, is like he is the better athlete, and like say what you like, yeah, Jake's trained like straight boxing, and maybe he's like more familiar with the sweet science of it. And maybe he comes off with a split decision, but Tyron hits hard as fuck. Tyron is fast. Watching Jake's fight with Nate, he got popped a couple times. I'm damn sure Tyron's gonna hit him a couple times too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta go with Tyron. It's not no MMA bias. It was at one point, but like again, just Jake's famous from like YouTube and stuff like that, and all his money and stuff like that. And I get he's training now too, but Tyron's famous and rich from taking grown men's wills. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah,
and not just regular grown men, like grown men who train to kill. You know what I'm saying? Like Tyron does this shit, and I know Ben Askren did too, but Tyron did it with his hands, where Ben was more like a grappler. It's a different feel, and seeing them both in the ring during the workouts Tyron's just a different level of athlete. So I suspect if Jake isn't perfect, Tyron obviously has the power to put him out. So I'm gonna go with Tyron, man.
Yeah, man. I think we're on the same boat. You know what I mean? It's like, just like you said, even in the open workout, you just saw there was levels with Tyron, like, just hitting the pads. And obviously I know hitting the pads is different from actually being in there, but at the same time, it's like, dude's been fighting for what, over 10 years. He was a UFC welterweight champion. So like for people to think that Jake Paul's gonna go in there and knock out Tyron, it's pretty crazy to believe that, but at the same time, it's like,
it can happen though.
Yeah, it could happen. You know what I mean? Like, it is fighting. It just takes one punch. But yeah, man.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you go.
I was gonna say, like, I can see. Unfortunately, I can see that happening just because like Jake does have power, and if we're keeping it a buck, as much as like I've loved Tyron as like a fan, he's been a bit chinny lately. He got dropped by Gilbert Burns. He obviously had this situation with Vicente Luque. And that chin health, man, it's like when you play a video game and your health bar is up in that corner. The more damage you take, the quicker your body's gonna want to shut down in those situations. So like, Jake does have that in his favor, but it's up to Tyron to be the better athlete in there, an experienced guy.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, the chosen one, dude. Who would have thought that nickname fits him so well, especially with everyone that's in the MMA community who wants him to win so bad this fight, because that Ben Askren gave us a little sour taste in our mouth. So yeah, no, dude, so it's insane. So, before we go, man, do you want to plug in your social media, your YouTube channel, everything you're doing with Woodward Sports, so everyone watching can go and follow you?
Yeah, man. Make sure you guys head over to at Speakeasy Sports _ on Twitter. I'm more active on there as far as like reporting news. Instagram, I think we all know the game for Instagram is likes. I mean, I do like to report news, but I'm also a little bit too busy with my day job to report news like I used to. So, but I mean, I definitely got some. I like to put out some funny stuff every once in a while on my Instagram. So the same thing as Speakeasy Sports _ But the main thing, if you want the good, on YouTube, just Speakeasy Sports. Just the letters Eazy. Guys, catch out Malki Kawa talking about Jorge Masvidal, Jake Paul possibly boxing in the future, whether that's like a reality or not. BJ Flores, as you were talking to earlier, I got the close up with the whole shakedown in the press conference. Look, just make me your spot for the Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley like fight week. Just head over to Speakeasy. Gio, get this out as soon as you can, if you can, man. Just
no. We getting this out tomorrow, bro. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go right into the editing thing right after this. So, no, yeah, definitely, yeah, dude. So definitely, everyone check out Eazy. Eazy's, giving me, some spotlight in his channel. I've been over his channel. Shit the shit a little bit, talked a little bit.
My go-to. You're a staple for me. You're a main staple, man, for a little bit there.
And I appreciate that, dog. I appreciate that, dog. So, like, if you want to go back a couple months, see us, talking ish about the Schmo, trying to get that jiu-jitsu match, go see that. And then fast forward a couple months, you can see Eazy in the Schmo's interview and see how life is crazy. And and then it is, man. Like, I've been saying this throughout the whole interview. I'm just proud of this dude. So, yeah, man, that's it. Until next time.
Hold on.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Proud of you too. Congratulations on graduating. Was that yesterday or today?
That was yesterday. Yeah, no, dude, it's insane. I never thought it'll happen. I mean, I'll be honest, there was a few days that I'm like, man, I might have to drop out. You know what I mean? It's like those late nights. You're like, and I don't know if it's worth it, but yeah, man, it was definitely, a surreal feeling, accomplishing one of my goals, one of my life goals, being the first person in my family to get a college degree. But now, man, just gotta keep on moving on to the next goal, on to bigger things. So, what I mean? I'm trying to get like Eazy out here. I'm trying to be at these events, covering the stuff, and yeah, man. So yeah, it's until next time, everyone. Peace. Everyone go check out Eazy. And yeah, man. Deuces.